Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Canes will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Etheridge. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Floating away. Shoots it to the left. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Caught over the middle. It's Boyd. The ball squirts free. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Miami! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. We've got a lot of ball left to play. We've got to keep going.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Etheridge. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurate.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
That's looking for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Spartans.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The give to the tailback. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking for a gap. It's Pringle. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Canes want to crank the tempo.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him slipping.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying the left side. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog. Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition in college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's James. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Buys a little time with his feet. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Clemson is currently ahead early right now in Death Valley, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame. We promise to keep you updated if anything changes in this matchup of 1 versus 2. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here's the handoff. Picks up the 1st down. At the 45 on his way. It's a seam wide open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's at 3. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The screen, he's got wheels. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. He's coming inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Looking downfield on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge Huge loss on the play. And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. He's got it. Push down for the tackle.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
On third down, going up top. Spits it out to the back. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to pass. It's Chadwick. It's complete. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Dupree. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Spartans will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Here comes the heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. they'll start to speed up that process. So nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here's the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami.
It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that in the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking for a man, it's Chadwick. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick six. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late, and as a result, it's an INT.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hauls in the deep ball. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. These are the type of throws that can make this Spartan offense feel invincible.
I mean, just go to the next level. You know you're going to get a heavy dose of the run game, but when you can complete these passes down the field, you will have all Michigan State fans. Go green. Go white. Go green. Go white.
And the Spartans in the hurry-up. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Unloads quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Got out of trouble and throws. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun. Quarterback moving. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
Man, really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. He wants it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Ball down pick has him in business.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
And the Hurricanes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. 2nd down coming up. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes a grab deep. There he goes. Touchdown, Miami. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Coming out with it, it's Dupree. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete. And I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And can't make the connection on the soft toss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's James. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
In 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, after that miss, they're still trying to fight their way out of an 18-point hole.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Power football with the run. Makes it past the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Canes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Dupree. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Spartans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And the return man showing...